Snack time just got awesome. So today we're talking about how to flavor your own homemade popcorn. Now, if you missed my last video, I showed you 3 ways to make popcorn at home. It's a little something for everyone over there. So if you don't know how to make your own popcorn and you missed that video, then make sure that you check that out as well so you'll know how to make the popcorn to start off with. Okay, so once you have your popcorn, then we're going to be flavoring it ourselves. So I've got 3 little bowls here, single serving bowls with some popcorn in them. And the reason that I decided to do it this way is because a lot of times we think about flavoring like a big bowl of popcorn all the same, but honestly, everyone might not want the same flavors. They might be feeling a little something different. So I think it's kind of a cool idea to almost like a little popcorn bar. Everyone can have their own bowl, but you can have like little stations or just everything out there where people can get creative and make it their own. So think about that. It could be a fun option. So today we're just doing like a single portion. First one we're going to start off with is just your traditional butter and salt. Now, this is one that, is pretty self-explanatory, but I had to include it because it's the traditional, right? So I just got some melted butter here, real simple. I'm just going to drizzle some over the top. And the thing is, you have to have this little bit of oil in here because that's what is going to help make the salt stick. So then I'm going to go with my little salt piggy pig here, sprinkle some salt over top. And there really aren't any exact measurements with this because it depends on how much popcorn you're doing and also how much you like. So once you've got your flavorings on there, you can just kind of mix it up. You can taste as you go and see if that's right for you, if you like a little more. And I always say be more on the cautious side because you can always add more, but you can't take it out once you put it in there. I guess you could add more popcorn, but that might get a little complicated. So that's just the butter and salt. Super yummy, tastes just like movie theater popcorn, except 100 times better because it's made with real ingredients. And it doesn't have that like stale, been there forever kind of vibe going on. Okay, so now that I've got butter on my hands, let's just keep going. The next one we're going to do is kind of a spicy, kind of, I guess like almost Mexican, Tex-Mex-y kind of inspired one. So for this one, we're going to use the butter again, because again, you need some sort of like oil to bind everything. So just drizzling a little bit of butter on there. And then I've selected 3 spices that I think are great flavors that most people like. So first is chili powder. So we're going to use the most of this. So be kind of liberal with it. Put some chili powder in there. Next up I have is garlic powder. Now you want to be careful with this because you can do too much and it'll be super garlicky. Which you might like that, but other people might not be your biggest fan. And then the last, which you need to even go lighter on, is cayenne. This stuff you really don't need much at all. Do a little dash and then same thing, just mix that all up. And same with before, you can always add more later. So taste as you go. And, it's kind of a little messy, but that's also kind of what makes it fun. And this would be great for kids as long as you give them a little guidance. You don't want, your 4-year-old to put like the whole thing of cayenne and then burn their mouth up or anything like that. But, if you give them some guidance to kind of help them measure things out and taste as they go, then I think this would be a really fun thing for kids as well. So that's pretty good. So that is the kind of, I guess I should have a name for this, but we'll just call it the Chipotle one. How about that? Chili powder? I don't know. It doesn't really have Chipotle peppers in it, but it seems to be the name that goes along with stuff like that. Okay. So next up, I'm going to use my other hand so we don't get this one messed up. Now, this one is going to be a sweet option. So I'm going to use butter again, but you could also use coconut oil here would be really great because that kind of coconutty flavor goes really great with sweet things. So we've got our butter, and the next thing we're going to add is a little drizzle of honey for sweetness. So you're just going to drizzle this on, and try to get as thin of a like little line or stream of honey as possible, because you don't want it to get too gloopy, because you could get like big chunks of honey in one spot. So then you've got that, and then the spice we're going to use is some cinnamon. I love cinnamon. It's great for you and it tastes delicious, so we're going to sprinkle a little bit of that on. Get that cinnamon in there, and then again, I used the wrong hand. Oops. And we're going to mix it up. Okay, so we're mixing, and this one also gets a little sticky, so that can be fun or messy. Depends on how you want to think about it. And we'll do our little taste test. Oh, that's great. Cinnamon and honey. It's like the best thing ever. I think this one's my favorite just because I tend to have a little bit more of a sweet tooth and I talk my mouth full because I'm really rude. They're all great options. It just depends on what you like and I'm sure there's someone in your home who would like each of these. So make sure that you try them out, and if you have any requests for flavor combos or any ideas that you think might be really good, definitely share those in the comments below so we can all see those. And if you're new and you want more real food tips and tricks just like this one, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Eating a real foods diet is so important for your health, but it's not always easy, especially if you're just beginning. But I know that if you have the tools and the information and the resources that you need, that you can totally do it. And that's why I make these videos, because I want to make living a real foods lifestyle as easy for you as possible. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your real foods journey. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.